No.
April 3rd, 7 a.m. The commuter rush hadn't yet begun as I drove along Lakeshore Drive. A mild irony had gone through my mind as I stood in the library staring at the books for the blind. That I was working blind, but that somehow, with her tape cassettes, Dr. Dwyer had the direction I needed. I tried to phone her several times and got no answer. I soon found out why.
Hey, who are you?
Kolchak. Major Kolchak, retired. I'm an old friend of Dr. Dwyer's. Where is she? What happened here?
Oh, I'm sorry, Major. We don't know. Nobody heard anything. The landlord just happened to come up here and found this mess. He called us.
Well, is this all you have?
Well, a newsboy outside says he thought he saw a big guy wearing makeup. Sounds like a sex crime.
Newsboy?
Oh, Major, you're welcome to stay. I can imagine you're concerned.
Well, thank you very much, but I'm supposed to be a marshal in our OTC parade. I can't disappoint the cadets. With Dr. Dwyer vanished, I was blind again. And the only remaining person who might help me was probably still blind drunk. I decided to tackle her anyway.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Kolchak. Can I offer you a drink?
No, thank you. I see you're going away.
Yes, you bet I am. I'm going far away. I have sobered up. Oh, yes, I have. Sold the house, collected the insurance, and now I'm going to start enjoying myself.
Well, before you get down to the heavy enjoying, I was hoping you could tell me something more about R.I.N.G.
I gave you Leslie Dwyer's address. Ask her.
Well, she disappeared.
Anything serious?
Maybe.
Delighted to hear it. Although, why should I care? I was a little sloshed when I told you they were having an affair. They weren't, really. It was a romance of the head. He was besotted with her mind.
There was nothing physical.
Avery? His idea of passion was a hot diode. That and autonetics. Netics. That was her field. His was microcircuitry. I never did quite understand the fine differences. Have you ever been bored to tears?
Yeah, I spent 4 years in high school, and the hanky never left my hand.
No, I mean really bored to tears. Physically ill, crawling out of your skin, ready to scream with boredom. That's what it was like when the two of them got together with a few drinks in them. Dumb me, forced to attend. It was microcircuitry, stress patterns, functional abilities, and...
Siliconized limb plates, intelligence programming, and joint malleability.
All right, enough, Carl, enough. What does it all add up to?
Autonetics.
Partly Inglés, will you, Carl?
A robot. Tony, I believe that this robot is Project R.I.N.G, and I also believe he's developed a mind of his own. Now, he probably decided enough was enough and just decided to split from Terrell Institute.
Enough of what is enough? You're talking about a glorified adding machine. What mind?
Tony, how many times have you heard that by 1984 the computer will be running us? But Terrell, they've just advanced the calendar a few years.
All right, what happens now, besides the fact that I'll be the first newsman shot by a military firing squad?
I think that R.I.N.G came for Leslie Dwyer. Now, why, I don't know. And he carted her off someplace. He killed Avery Walker, I think. And maybe he's killed her, too. So I'm going to try to find out.
And then?
Then we'll have the biggest cover-up story since...
Don't say it again. We may not be able to do the story anyway.
What do you mean we may not be able to do the story? What, you more pressure?
Well, I got a bulletin today. They may have to restrict the use of our wire. Woo! Political problem in El Salvador may turn into a national emergency. That means they'll have to use our wire for military messages.
Well, don't you worry about a thing, Tony. When those El Salvadorian panzer divisions rumble down the streets of our fair city, I'll be right with you, manning the barricades, ready to hurl an epithet.
Carl, will you please go? Carl, and leave the jokes to Charlie McCarthy. Please go.
Sure.
Well, thank you very much.
Well?
Well, there are 5 branch libraries in the city that carry books for the blind. They call them talking books. 4 of them were no earthly good to us at all, and the 5th had just let out the following. St. Thomas Aquinas, Moral Man in an Immoral Society by Niebuhr, and Aristotle's Ethics.
That's the one. Did you get the name of the borrower?
Well, they wouldn't give out information like that.
Have you got the telephone number of the library?
That's it right there.
Yeah, 5140832. That's the one. Hello, Braille Library? Yes, I understand that you lent out several ethical philosophy tapes today. Yes, that's right. Those are the ones. When I was a cub reporter in the Windy City, there used to be a big book in the file room that listed phone numbers in numerical order and provided the addresses they corresponded to. In those days, it was great for finding girls whose numbers you might find, well, somewhere. That book doesn't exist anymore, but I still have some contacts who can perform the same function for a fee. In a very short time, I had the address of the girl I was looking for, Dr. Leslie Dwyer. She had placed the phone call from a large summer home north along the shore of Lake Michigan.